Hey guys, my name is Andrew Corbin, and how many times have you gone to the grocery store and felt guilty for not buying the organic products, for not buying those for your family? Well, I used to feel really guilty too, until I realized the facts about organic products. I used to think that they were so much better for you than the regular products. When it was okay to spend a little bit more for them, but I really dug into it, and I looked at the facts behind organic products, and I realized that they did not add up. I work in the food industry. I work at restaurants, and I'm really into organic things, and I've heard a lot about them, and I've worked with them, and so I was really interested whenever I found out a lot of these facts. And when I walk into the supermarket, I'm just a regular guy, and I want the most nutritious product, the highest quality product for my money. Unfortunately, we've all been getting ripped off when it comes to these organic products. I don't believe organic products are more nutritious or better for the environment. And we're going to talk about today what is organic, what does it mean to be organic, and we're going to talk about how organic foods are not healthier and cannot feed the world sustainably. Now let's talk about what organic really is. Now the USDA defines organic as this: organic meat, poultry, eggs, and dairy products come from animals that are given no antibiotics or growth hormones. And organic food is produced without using most conventional pesticides, fertilizers made with synthetic ingredients, or sewage sludge, which is basically just manure, and they cannot be bioengineered. So basically, to sum that up, you cannot use growth hormones, you cannot use pesticides, you cannot use manure when you're fertilizing, and you cannot have genetically engineered food. And the produce also has the same guidelines. That's the same things for that. Now, organic farming became popular mainly after World War II. Inorganic food became popular after World War II, whenever we started to develop these sort of chemical fertilizers, and we started to get into the genetically modified food, and we started to create these synthetic pesticides, such as DDT. And what started to happen was that we didn't really do the research on some of these products, such as DDT, and there were huge outbreaks of cancer and just all sorts of horrible diseases. And that's sort of what kicked off the organic movement, is that people wanted to start moving away from those. However, since then, they've really become much better about doing the research. But now, organic food sounds really good. It sounds great. Why not just use organic foods? Well, first of all, they're not more nutritious, as most people would have you think, and second of all, they're not going to be able to feed the world. Now, the proponents of the organic food industry insist that organic foods are much higher in nutrients than conventionally grown foods, and that's just completely false. And instead of trying to convince you myself, I'm going to just show you the research. A study was done in 2009 that basically compiled all of the research that was done on the topic of nutrition and organic foods. And just to quote you from this, one broad conclusion to draw from this review is that there is no evidence to support the selection of organically produced foodstuffs over conventionally produced foodstuffs to increase the intake of specific nutrients or nutritionally relevant substances. In other words, the organic apples that you buy for twice as much are of the same nutritional quality. The only difference is that the regular apples are going to be fresh much longer. Now, let's talk about pesticides. In 2007, Rob Lyons wrote an article stating that the pesticide residue data are a testament to our technological prowess in detecting incredible tiny traces of specific chemicals in food. And he notes that the synthetic pesticide residues are consumed in such small quantities, in 1/1,000,000th of a gram quantities. In other words, there really is no trace of pesticides found on our food that we can find in supermarkets at all. And even if we could find them, that's really just a testament to how incredible our instruments are. And secondly, organic farming is not a feasible way of farming. The amount of space that organic farming requires is way too high. Now, why? Well, the crop yields drop when pesticides are not used because the food goes bad. the bugs get to it, parasites get to it. So to maintain the same overall level of food production using organic methods today would require far more land to be used for farming. And that comes from Rob Lyon's article that he wrote in 2007. Organic farming proponents will often use the Dust Bowl as an example of what conventional farming can do if we don't all go organic. However, this is simply not the case. The Dust Bowl was the result of poor soil management, and that's it. Not pesticides or genetic modification, which really, if you think about it, genetic modification gives us the potential to allow for greater productivity and to reduce the use of pesticides and increase nutrition. Now, in conclusion, I hope that next time someone tries to guilt you into buying organic foods, you'll be able to discuss the real facts. Today we have discussed what organic foods really are, and that they are not healthier and cannot feed the world. And as a consumer, I plan on letting my local grocery store know that I'm not interested in the organic products. And I would encourage everybody here to do a taste test. Buy an organic apple and buy a regular apple, and you see which one tastes better, and you see which one lasts longer on your countertop. And after you see the difference, do not buy any more organic products. They're not better for you, and it's a waste of money. Buy the real stuff instead. Don't worry about all these organic, hippies walking around. This is just a passing fad. Pretty soon we'll all be able to feed more people with longer lasting, better produce. So, thank you.